Wait a second, isn't it noon? Good afternoon.
Anna, you missed it. We just totally destroyed a Twitch streamer's game. They're in the chat here, Princess Powie, and they're just non-stop crying about how we ruined their fun.
Your next match is be lurking G.
You two.
Oh no.
We hope you kill lots of people, or be nice to them, whatever you.
Goodbye, princess.
Whatever you feel like.
LMAO.
Thank you for being you. Hope you have fun. Please come back.
You guys too.
Sorry for ruining your game. You'll get over it. You'll recover, I promise.
The saddest thing about all this, it's moments like this in your live
But the
stream.
haters are never there.
Exactly. It's the SpooknJukes fanboys, they don't clip this part. The people who are telling Kay, Goddess Kay, about you being a not nice person, they never see stuff like this.
Well, and if they did see it, they would just ignore it because it doesn't fit the narrative.
Exactly. I will unironically not give him a view, but did he actually say to shoot cheaters?
No, but he did make this crazy analogy that if you want to twist it, you could make it out to be that he said that, even though it's not what he was saying, you know? Like if I were to say the things he was saying, that they would certainly twist it to make me say something like that. It was weird. It was a very weird thing.
Oh, like how he did to you in his videos, right? If you want to twist his words.
It was a very weird thing. It was almost like, I don't know what that video was for. It was almost like bait. I didn't understand it. I feel like it was one of two things, if not both. One, it was his way of deflecting and putting the accusations back on, let's say, me or the cheaters in general. Because he generalized cheaters and put them all in the same category. It was that, and or something to the effect of trying to bait me into responding to it or something. Which, I mean, I was tempted to do it, but the more it sunk in, I'm like, I think that's what he wants me to do? And I mean, I could and I might, but I don't really care to. But I think the thing is this, right? When I made that video talking about him, I basically, which is very weird because, like, you know, I'm cheating, so what credibility do I have as a cheater? But I basically put the spotlight on him and called him out and said he was a hypocrite because he preaches against toxicity, and at the same time he essentially promotes and encourages toxicity. So I put the spotlight on him in that sense. And instead of answering that or defending himself against that, he just flipped it around and went on the offense and said things about cheaters in general as a whole, and cheating influencers specifically, which clearly it was a response to my video. There's no way he just randomly made that video 2 days after I posted mine talking about cheating influencers and then making some references, like he said something at the end about, like, and I know this specific cheater is watching, so hello, you know, cheater. And it had to be referring to me. I'm not even saying that in any, like a conceited way. It's just like, if you read between the lines and put the pieces together, it seems very obvious that it was directed at me.
No, that part does make sense.
But I think it was all about just flipping it and putting it back on. You know, like the best defense is a good offense,
I
right?
was just thinking that. Wow. Yeah.
So instead of answering anything I said about him, instead of giving any credibility to that, he just flipped it on me, tried to bait me into responding, because now if I respond to him and what he said, now I've given him credibility in his accusations, and we forgot all about him and what I said about him, because now it's all back about the cheaters and me. That's what it seemed like a psychological move, an attempt to deflect, essentially. Deflect.
Yeah, of course.
That's
Never
all it seemed
admit
like.
defeat, always deny.
He didn't even deny it. It's like he didn't even touch that. He just flipped it back on. Just flipped it back on the cheaters as a whole. And he likened everybody to. He likened all cheaters to YouTube prank channels that go around pranking people in public. And that's where he made the reference to. He showed some video clip saying that this person went out to prank somebody and they got a gun pulled on them. I don't know if they got shot. I think they got shot or something like that. Or I don't know if they did get shot or if they were threatened with a gun. But he likened it to that. Like he made this association or this correlation between cheaters in the game are just like those people who make prank channels. Like they go up in people's faces and troll them for laughs and views, and basically why are they surprised when it gets them shot or something like that. And if you twisted it, like if you took it a certain way and twisted it, you could make the argument that he was implying we deserve to be shot. It's definitely not what he said, but it's like, it's almost like, why did you even make this correlation or this association? But then he went on to say how, like, well, at least those prank channels have the nerve to do it in person, whereas like cheaters in the game are just cowards and do it from hiding behind their computer screens. But the whole thing, once again, was the straw man argument built on this fallacy that he is claiming that everyone that uses cheats are all the same people. They're like one and the same. They all have the same motive. They're all doing it for the same reason. Their intentions are the same. Like he literally generalized everyone. And he also spoke about how they are going out of their way to make to get legitimate players banned, like they have malintent, and it's all about trying to get legitimate players banned so that they've wasted their money on their accounts and lose their accounts, when that's something I have never done to anybody. And pretty much nobody that I know with cheats has ever done that, except for Void Todos. Did it, I think, once. Hi, Shelby. So it was all like an entire straw man argument. It's like all cheaters are like this, all cheaters do this, and all cheaters do this because of this, and this is the intention of all cheaters, and because of that, you should shoot them. That's basically... That's how I would paraphrase that video. It was all just illegitimate BS. Nothing but stupid assumptions. I would expect him to just take down that video. But maybe he won't, because if it gets views and brings money, then why would he? But
Why didn't
it
you
was just so dumb that I would think that he would just take it down because it had no, like, nothing valid about it. Had no credibility.
Yeah, just a word salad.
It was just nothing. It was just like, blah, 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 blah. Cheaters are bad, terrible people. If you see them on the street, shoot them. Once again, he didn't say that, but he may as well have. That's what it sounded like. Like, why of all clips of what do you call them, prank channels, of all clips of prank channels that he could have picked to show a demonstration of, like an example of, he picked this like one news clip of showing somebody from a prank channel getting shot.
Was it from like a mall, right?
I don't remember. It was just like, why did you even put that clip and liken anything to that?
Oh, honestly, I might check out this video.
Yeah, please do. Like, I understand not wanting to give him a view, but I don't think one view is gonna matter in the grand scheme of, like, if it's got
Right.
50,000 views on it. I
Never
would just,
subbed,
I don't.
Never donated. Ad block on.
And
Neighbor's
also,
Wi-Fi,
yeah,
stolen laptop.
And he thinks that I'm subbed to his channel or something. Like I have my, like I'm sitting here waiting for him to drop his next video. But honestly, the only way I even see these videos is because people send them to me. Like I just get them in my DMs. And when I see, like, he's like, oh, you see cheater in the title, so I'm sure you'll be watching. Only reason, like, I see him is because people send him to me, and then I'm thinking, like, okay, cheater's in the title, maybe it's about me. But then I'm like, oh, it's not about me. And the ones that are about me, he doesn't say my name. Well, obviously, he won't say my name.
For you? Yes.
And he won't talk about it either. And maybe that was his way also of just answering, in a way of saying, like,
No, I won't debate.
no, I won't debate you. But I don't know,
But
maybe he
if-
felt the pressure to make something from people that wanted a reply, but I don't really know, man. I couldn't tell you what's going through his head.
If he accepted that offer, do you have your bullet points ready? Your arguments ready?
I don't have anything ready because once again, somebody sent me the video of him debating someone. I don't know if that was you or someone else, but I watched like half of it, and it wasn't like a debate as far as I know it. It's supposed to be structured to where there's like somebody judging it and giving certain amounts of times, and you stay on topic and point. But from what I saw, it was just him kind of bickering and arguing with some guy that made him, like, they both sounded pretty dumb to me, their arguments.
Actually, you're right about that. A real debate where you want it to be
play
productive,
with
there
you?
should be a moderator. Honestly, on a real note. That's how you actually have a debate. A productive conversation with someone moderating it, and if things go out of hand, if they're really divided, they just, the moderator brings it back in. Like, let's stay on topic here.
So to
That
me,
I agree with.
it just seems like with him, he's always on the offense and the offense, trying to put people on the defense. And as long as he's on the offense, putting people on the defense, it appears as though he's won the debate, the argument, the conversation, whatever, because the other person is put on the hot seat and they have to try to explain themselves. But he won't get into a conversation, I believe, where he actually has to defend himself or give an answer to something. So I figure it'll just be him flipping it, and I don't know that he'll be able to do that effectively on the spot as well as he would be able to just do it in his pre-recorded, pre-scripted videos with somebody calling him out on it.